Where am I sitting right now? In a hallway that smells like bleach and broken promises. Tyler's screams still live somewhere in the back of my skull, raw, animal, tearing through spaces inside me I didn't realize existed. Even now they echo. I'm calm on the outside, hands still, heartbeat steady. A father shouldn't be this calm. I stare at the thin line of dried blood caught beneath my fingernails. His blood, and wonder when I became this version of myself, the one who doesn't flinch anymore. My phone vibrates once. A message from a number I deleted years ago appears on the screen. 7 simple words. Say the name, will erase the problem. The timing is not coincidence. It's calculation. Someone's opening a door they think I'm ready to walk through again. I lean my head back, let the flickering fluorescent light stutter across my face. The smell of antiseptic can't mask the phantom sting of gunpowder. It all loops back to that moment. The sheriff's laugh, the way he clicked his tongue before he fired the second shot, like he was marking a beat in a song he'd practiced far too many times. The look he gave me afterward wasn't anger. It was possession. A wordless reminder that men like him believed they chose who rose and who knelt. But the part that claws at me even more is what happened after. The way the department cleaned it all up like they were washing dishes. Reports filed before interviews. The union rep showing up before Tyler even reached the ER. Everyone speaking so calmly, too calmly, like they'd rehearsed this exact tragedy long before it happened. I've spent almost 2 decades studying liars. I recognize when a story fits too perfectly. Their faces gave nothing away, and that is the biggest tell of all. Someone above Barnes wanted this buried. Someone who already knew who I used to be. I didn't storm in screaming. Anger is sloppy. Anger gets men killed. Instead I walked softly. I asked for reports. Still being finalized, they said. I requested body cam footage. Technical malfunction, they replied. I smiled, nodded, left. Then I started digging the way I learned to in my old life. Quietly, surgically. Phone logs first. Cross-check timestamps. Barnes wasn't scheduled for that call. He was summoned. Last minute. By a number that doesn't exist in public records. Then hospital movements. A deputy slipped into restricted areas minutes after my son arrived. Spoke to no one. Stayed just long enough to check something or someone. Forensics next. Gunpowder residue from 2 different weapons on Tyler's clothing. Barnes carries 1 issued firearm. So whose gun fired the second shot? I dug deeper. Court archives. Barnes had 3 prior excessive force complaints. Every one dismissed by the same judge with the same phrasing, as if someone had copy-pasted justice into something unrecognizable. Piece by piece it all aligned. A pattern. Protection that didn't start today. Someone had been shielding Barnes long before he shattered my boy's knees. And then the real crack, the gas station footage. 10 minutes before the shooting, Barnes stood in front of the pumps, phone pressed to his ear, smiling like he was being congratulated. His voice came through the audio recorder crystal clear. Yeah, I'll make the boy kneel. My pulse didn't shift. My jaw stayed relaxed. I saved the clip, walked into the station the next morning as if I was any grieving parent asking for answers. Barnes smirked when he saw me. Something you want? I placed my phone on the counter and hit play. The transformation in his face happened slow, like ice creeping across glass. His bravado melted. His eyes emptied. Fear slid into the space where arrogance lived. I don't, he stuttered. I lifted a finger. Save it. You're terrible at lying. And I walked out. No threats. No shouting. Timing has always been the sharpest weapon. I made 1 phone call, not about bullets, not about vengeance, just about truth. My old team doesn't ask why. They only ask who. Within 2 days, Barnes's hidden account surfaced. His union protections leaked. His private calls were traced. The judge who dismissed his cases was exposed for forging signatures. No laws broken. Just shadows flooded with light. At 3:14 a.m. Barnes called me. His voice was shredded. You did this, why? Why me? You shot my son, I said, my voice flat. And then you laughed. I was following orders, he whispered. There it was. The center of the rot. Whose orders? I asked. Silence stretched thin as thread. Then a shaky breath. Your kid, he wasn't the target. My grip tightened around the phone, but my heartbeat didn't change. You're already finished, Barnes, I told him quietly. I don't need to touch you. And I hung up. Morning came. Tyler slept heavily in his wheelchair, wrapped in blankets, metal braces hugging what's left of his knees. He looks breakable. Too breakable. But I feel nothing, not sorrow, not fury, just clarity. Cold, focused clarity. Because Barnes didn't choose my son. Someone else did. Someone who thought I'd gone soft. They made a mistake that will follow them everywhere. Not with violence. With exposure. With precision. With truth sharpened to a blade. I stood up, adjusted Tyler's blanket, put my phone away and breathed once. Calm, clean, certain. What would you have done if this were you? If this story reached you, make sure you follow for more. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.